over here, missiles were flying across the Gulf this week towards Qatar, one of the safest countries in the world. It was wild. I got a phone call around an hour before it happened to say, oh, by the way, airspace has been shut. We think Qatar might get attacked tonight. And this was the foreign news desk at Sky News in London calling me. And I said, no. I was like, that's ridiculous. That's not going to happen. Iran would not be mad enough to attack Qatar. And they said, well, we just want to check you're available, just in case it happens. I was like, yeah, sure, give me a call. I didn't give it another thought. I was like rocking my toddler to sleep. And then 10 minutes later, the phone rang again. And they said, it's happening. Get up. We want you live. It's happening. I could not believe it. And I would say for around an hour, maybe 2 hours, but for some of the evening, people here were really scared. Even the airspace around the UAE was cleared. And Dubai is one of the busiest airports in the world. So many flights fly through here. So many nationalities, more than 200 nationalities live here. And one of the reasons people choose to live here is because it is one of the safest countries in the world. Security is not something that people have to think about here. There's not even any crime. I don't even take the keys out of the car when I park it. We don't lock the front door. So the fact that people had to suddenly think about their safety was nuts, And it wasn't just here. I mean, the reality was shutting the airspace here was precautionary, right? But I guess we thought the same about Qatar. Qatar has a relationship with Iran. They have huge shared commercial interests. I mean, the fact that Iran was going to fire missiles into Qatar was just unfathomable, but that it happened. And I heard from a family that I know in Doha and various other residents who just talked about how scared they were. There was this family hiding in a cupboard under the stairs, Tara, in Doha, and they felt their house shake up to 10 times. And the house shook with such force, they couldn't believe that the windows didn't break. This is not a country that is used to having to worry about conflict and war. So it was absolutely extraordinary. And then, of course, we learned later on in the evening that the attack on Al Udeid Air Base, that enormous American air base in Qatar, it was coordinated, okay?